Hi everyone, welcome to another Evolve Education tutorial. Today we'll be focusing on the resource ClickView by the ABC. Okay, so let's now sign in to ClickView. Come at the top right hand side, click on those three lines, come into your sign in. Victorian government school teachers, we're going to use our EduMail credentials here. And it's going to prompt us to sign in with EduPass. Students would use their @schools and they will come to EduPass as well. So it's going to redirect me there and I'll sign in. You can see here, teachers, this is where you're putting in your TO and your EduMail password. Students will put in their user ID and the password associated with their @schools account. So let's log in and have a bit of a look at the resource. First of all, you can see that you come in and sign in with your name, and that if you click on that drop down, it'll show which school you're teaching at as well. The ClickView Training Center is awesome. It has tons of helpful resources there in terms of saved webinars, recorded webinars, and then even live ones that are upcoming that you can sign up for. And it's also got videos regarding just general questions. Let's scroll down and have a look at how you locate the resource you're after on this website. So I'll ask you the question, what would you like to teach? Click on the drop down and you can see it's got lots and lots and lots of subject areas. Okay, so you've got all your general capabilities, and you've also got your English, you've got your geography, history, mathematics, science, and this is for high school and for primary school. This resource was available for high schools in the past, but at the start of 2020 it became available to primary school year level as well. And so here we can see that English comes across what year level. I'll just say I'm teaching year 2 today. What strand? I'm looking at language features. Okay, and then I could go to substrand as well. For this one, there's only general. And then I could even, interestingly enough, for those who love, it's asking me for the substrand first, who love the curriculum that much, you can even get it down to the point where you're finding it via the curriculum codes associated with the Victorian curriculum, which I think is impressive, but at the same time I probably wouldn't have known the code off the top of my head when I was looking for a resource. Anyway, I'm doing adjectives and I look down and I'm looking at the different videos that have come up, and this one captures my attention. I look at what the description of the video is, and you can even have it out more so you can read about what you're going to get out of this video and see if it matches up with what you're after. And interestingly, this is an interactive video, which I'll show you in a second. So let's click on this one because I'm interested in using this one here. So you click in and the video will auto play. Okay, and the first thing you notice in the right hand side, you've got a resources tab. And the resources tab is packed full of awesome resources. Teacher pack is a big PDF that has the curriculum outcomes, objectives listed. It has what year level it is hitting, and then it also has a sequence of lessons. And if from memory, this one has about 9 lessons associated with this teaching point here being your adjectives at year 2. So there's a 9-lesson sequence there that you could choose to tap into, or of course you could teach 2 out of the lessons or just even 1. But you've got choice, which I think is great and means that you don't have to reinvent the wheel, which is always good. So that's the same description from before. Now, interactive videos, great. This is the best part about this resource, especially when we're in these times of remote learning. It becomes even better. So introducing adjectives, there's 2 interactive videos associated with the same video. Okay, so they're all the same video. This one is just, it has no questions throughout it, but you'll notice when I click on this one, it looks slightly different down the bottom. And that's because this has different types of questions that are now in this video. So I'll scroll right up to the first one and you can see what it looks like from, this is what the student would be seeing. Okay, so this is a student screen.
But how can we add more detail to it?
Automatically pauses the video and pops out the question. And if you don't, so if your student's struggling and they don't know the answer and they just try to skip it, it can actually say, hey, if you don't know it, that's okay, we can come back later. So the student doesn't feel like they need to put an answer in if they genuinely don't know it. So that's a great part about it as well, is that they don't have to put in any dummy answers to move the video forward.
Why don't we try using...
Yeah. why don't we try and go right up to the next one?
Do you remember what a noun is? A noun.
Bang, it pops out, multiple choice question, 4 different answers, choose one and continue
Is
on.
a name for a person.
Okay, and so there's all different colors down here, and I'll show you why. Because when you come down here, you can actually check against the question list. So this question, this interactive has its own set of questions. You can see here different types are based on different icons, and it gives you the time and explains exactly what they are, which I think is great. If you want to print them off as a worksheet and put them as something that maybe is for early finishers and it's not the main task that you're doing, again, that's an option. Or if you don't want to complete it on the device at the time as well, you can set it for later. So let's save this to Workspace now. 3 options. If you would like to tailor the video more to your needs, you have that option in here, which is fantastic, I think. You can take things out, you can add things in, and again, you've got those 6 different options that you can add or take out. You can share it with your students straight away from here, okay, through a link, or you can view it in your workspace. Now, I'm going to just view it in my workspace for the moment and show you that where it takes you to. Okay, so we're moving from dashboard where we searched for it. We found the video in libraries, and now I've asked to look in my workspace. So you can see I've done this one a couple of times already. So this is where you can come in here and store it in here for the time being. And you can see they're listed as my interactive video. So it picks up that's an interactive video and stores in that folder. Whereas if you had a regular video, it would just be in clips here. So key to note, important to note that. So let's share it. Okay, so here I don't have a school associated with my account at the moment, but this is where you could put it into a school library where it'd show up for other people as well at your school, other teachers. You could merely copy the link and put it into your wherever you're delivering that lesson, whether it's on your school learning system, as in like Compass or Canvas, or whether it's Google Classroom or Microsoft Teams / Notebook. And the other thing that's important here is when you go to embed, it picks up, obviously, because I'm on Google Chrome and signed into a Google Gmail account over here, it's picked up that I have a classroom associated with that account. So that's great because you click that and it takes you straight into Google Classroom, and you can set that up as a question or as an assignment within your own class's environment. And that's it from that space. Playlists is where you can get and customize and obviously store things if you're planning. Any future lessons, you can come and put them into here, and that's where you can easily share those with your team members as well at your school in order to help planning. If someone has to be doing the grammar for that week and someone's doing the writing and this is where they're getting them from, it's great to store them in there for future years as well, because it'll make it easier, again, not reinventing the wheel in the future. And then finally, if you go into ClickView training, again, just a heads up, this is fantastic. This is where you get a lot of your answers, and there's videos, there are webinars, recorded webinars, etc. that are only going to help you with this resource. And just finally, I think it's really worth, I know we don't have much time and we're all time poor, but this is a resource that if you put in a little bit of time, it will give it back to you in spades in terms of, making your life easier. So I hope you enjoy. Good luck.